with Monsters. A lot of you are still basking in the post Shinedown glow. Mari being one of them, right? I mean, you liked Shinedown going into the concert on Tuesday,
Yeah.
but you left that concert absolutely loving them, right?
Oh, total stan.
Yeah.
Oh my. It was like seriously just one of the best shows I've ever been to in my entire life.
Yeah, what set it apart from other shows?
It was just a roller coaster, right? Started heavy, get a little quiet, then went back to heavy. But I think the thing that took the cake was all the pyro, the fireworks, so perfectly in tune with the music.
Yeah.
Like you would like, and it's surprising too. Like couldn't anticipate when I was going to see a fireball pop out. And that there was this one point where Brent was in between two fireballs. So it looks like he was becoming like engrossed in flames.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And,
the torch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was just, and I was like worried about his hair because I'm like, it was all slicked back. And I'm like, dude, you're going to light your hair on fire. But then I was like, no, like they had everything so meticulously choreographed.
Yeah.
Even the bird?
Yeah, even
with Dusty.
The Dusty. Like he even he kind of failed at dropping the popcorn on Brent.
Yeah,
I
Dusty
will say
failed.
that.
In Dusty's defense, he's actually blind as a bat.
Yeah,
but
and it was so dark.
Yeah, you know, and that's great to hear because you know they're pros, right? They're constantly on the road. Their goal is to make an epic show, and they delivered. So you know, I'm glad that you had that same experience as so many people because our social media pages still just kind of like people are commenting and raving about that concert, and hopefully we get another one soon. But Shinedown representing, showing everybody exactly who they are. Just in case you forgot, it's a band that takes a lot of time and effort to try to be the best of the best when it comes to making you entertained. And that is worth all the respect. We got Mari in studio this Friday morning. We got Yas Money joining us as well. Good morning, Yas.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk something that's pretty exciting here as we obviously are only about a month or so away from U of A football about to be back in action. What's different this year is that the stadium, Arizona Stadium, which was long just Arizona Stadium, named after the university, now has a corporate sponsor. Whether you are a fan of that idea or not, being a corporate sponsor comes with some benefits, changes that may be for the better, more expensive, but still for the better, right?
Yeah.
And so U of A and the Casino del Sol have been working really hard this offseason to kind of give a glow up on this old stadium, right?
Yeah. You can see the construction. If that's your path to work or you pass by, you definitely see the men in the bright yellow, bright orange shirts changing the light bulbs, making changes to the video board, which is now officially done and it's branded and everything. But there's also changes within the arena, not just on the outside. So one of them being that they are changing the teams from the sides that they are. So U of A is no longer in front of Zona Zoo.
Okay.
They have swapped that. So now the visiting team will be in front of Zona Zoo.
Okay.
See, I like this for two reasons. All right. One, you want to distract and constantly annoy the visiting team. So I feel like that gives us a home field advantage, right?
Sure.
Because you got all of the Zona Zoo just there, just razzing them, roasting them, yelling at them, just, you know, telling them they suck over and over again, verbally beat them down. Now, it could go two ways. It can motivate the team or it could distract them just enough for them to make a critical error. So, yes, I like that.
And it's also due to limited space because in the last, I want to say in the last season or the last maybe 2 seasons, what they've done is they've incorporated some VIP boxes on that side in front of Zona Zoo where people pay more money to be in front of the action.
Okay.
So those have taken up a lot of that space where the cheer team and the mascots would be. They like move around and they don't really have a designated spot. They also have something, so they have 2. So they have one on the north side. They have one on the, I want to say northeast side. And then what they're also adding are some tabletops to the northeast side of the arena, which is something that like not everybody really knows about. So I'm going to zoom into this. And these here are brand new. So they took out the entire section here. And what you're getting is like
the entire section, which would be essentially think like 201, section 201.
201, yeah. So if you're looking at Zona Zoo, it is the left, the last or the first section to the left.
So they made the entire section basically like a VIP, think like Raiders Stadium, nightclub type vibe.
That's kind of what it's giving. So it's like it's a table. It's like $300 a piece. If I select one, it'll give you a description. So if you want to read that beef, and that's what you get.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to pull it up even closer.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you could see it. It's premium seating available at the Casino del Sol Stadium. Cat Corner is what it's called. Cat Corner available in 4 tops and 2 tops. Must purchase entire table.
Right.
So it includes the 360-degree like mesh seating and half circle table, and it includes access to the Cat Corner Lounge located underneath Section 1.
Nice.
So they're gonna have like a fair buffet. And like drinks and like popcorn and stuff. So like when you're sitting in those areas already, I mean, I know somebody who already sits in like Section 7 above
Zona Zoo.
Zona Zoo. They go into the Dunlap, which is like the area that's in there. They get a wristband, you get like free sodas, you get free popcorn.
Okay.
So that comes with that perk. I'm very curious to know what the perks will be and what they look like for this Cat Corner table.
Yeah, no, it looks very cool. I mean, it's still a section that's kind of facing the west sun, so on those day games, it'll still be baking, but you'll be a VIP baking, if you will.
Yeah.
Did they do anything with that dead corner? Because that dead corner in Arizona Stadium where it's like, it's not a good seat.
The worst seat?
Yeah.
No, it's still there. It's still there for the visiting team to do what they got to do, because that is still the visiting team corner. There's still another, there's an additional VIP right next to the tunnel on the north side of the stadium where you can actually sit, and it's just like a general admission type of seating for $265. It doesn't say that it comes with any perks,
right?
But you're in front of the action.
Nice. Yeah, see, and that's a part of the benefits of having a corporate sponsor like Casino del Sol. And I want to say this to Casino del Sol. Here's a big example of the difference between hiring private contractors and using city contractors. And this is no shade to our city contractors, but let's talk about street construction. Just yesterday, I drove home using the Grant exit and the underpass, I-10, and I only did that because I was told by Kendall that it was open. I didn't even know it was open because I just assumed if it's Tucson construction timeline that the thing would be done in, I don't know, 2047. Yeah, but they started with this underpass construction and they were able to get it done. Now it's open. They're working on a third lane just to go into the casino, so that way it won't be too much of a cluster right there once the casino opens up. But the fact of the matter is, when Casino del Sol puts their money, hires a private contractor, that gets done in under a month. Oh. When the city of Tucson hires city contractors for streets like Grant Road construction, that is a never-ending nightmare that never seems to end or have any progress.
So are you telling us this morning that Grant Road is open?
Open. Wide open.
Wow.
Wide open. 2 lanes.
No way.
2 lanes both ways. And then they're working on a third additional lane that they're making just so you could turn into Casino del Sol and not, I knew that the biggest problem with that location is the traffic there already sucks because it's Tucson and they didn't plan on traffic at all back when they made these roads. But, they're like, we need to open this up to get more flow, or it's just going to be a parking lot at this intersection all the time. They knew that. And, even with that third additional lane, I don't know if that's going to help that much. Mm-hmm. And once the casino's open, you still may want to avoid Grant Road as an exit unless you're going to the casino. But, it'll be interesting to see. And it's just moving along very well. And the one thing I did notice, every time I did drive by the exit, there was always someone working there. And that's the difference between the Grant Road construction. Because when I drive by Grant Road construction, very rarely do I see people working at all. I just see, like heavy machinery on the side of the road and then just nothing.
A fox statue.
A fox statue?
Yeah, did you see that like geometric fox statue? It's before Alvernon on Grant. It's pretty sick.
So what, dude? I just want the roads to be open. I want to be able to make a left on Alvernon, dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to drive 3 blocks in the opposite direction just so I can make a U-turn.
Yeah, no, I'm upset. Grant Road is still or is it? Yeah, it's Grant,
it's Grant. Oh, it's a mess, dude. It's a mess. So,
what are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know. But they don't have the money behind it, I guess. But when the casino gets involved, they have the money. They're just like, yeah, we needed this done and we need this done quick. And they're like, bet. whoever they hired got the job done quickly.
Yeah.
Looks good. So the casino is opening in November. Of course, U of A football is going to be starting before that. And now there'll be a new VIP experience if you want to shell out and have a different type of game experience. So we're leveling up as a community. I'm excited to see it. So let's hit the reset. But we have more, including Your F My Life's and tickets to give away for Under Oath this hour. So keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, you want to see something funny, Mari? Yes. And welcome everybody on the stream. If you're watching on Instagram, you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on Twitch, I see you. Keep those comments coming. Thank you. And I was talking to Kendall yesterday, and she's like, you need to upload the podcasts to the YouTube page after we live stream them. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. So we'll probably do that as well, because I know there's a lot of people that have been watching old podcasts and everything, and I don't want to completely give up on that as a medium as well. So subscribe to youtube.com/beefvegan. You ever see those like weather reports where they're actually the traffic reports where they cut to like a live feed of traffic camera, right? You're like, hey, here's the I-10 right now and how traffic's looking going into your morning commute, blah, 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 blah. And it's, you wonder if it's like actual live feed and if like you'd ever like catch an accident.
Oh,
right.
So I see like the birds when they do like the weather ones too, and the birds like fly by.
Yeah, you look at the weird stuff. I mean, you're a unique person. We've already established that in the show open with your Fox statue comment, which
I had no idea it was a coyote. Thank you so much for the illumination.
Of course it's a coyote, and thank you, Liz. But yeah, in Arizona, of course that would be a coyote. It makes so much sense. You like foxes, but they're not necessarily local to the region.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it's not about what you like when it comes to city planning. In fact, actually, it's the opposite of what everybody likes when it comes to city planning. All right, back to this. There was a TV reporter who was reporting on the local traffic, and an accident happened live while he was reporting it. He almost had an S-bomb. It's pretty hilarious in his reaction, but I want to share it with you as our viral video this morning. Check this out.
Traffic is slowing down both sides around this car, as well as that on-ramp. Oh, shit. This literally just watched the crash happen in real time. And I almost said something inappropriate. But you can see this car. Traffic is slowing down.
Yeah, so I want to pause it on his face. Ready?
That on-ramp. Oh, shit.
Good catch.
Live television, yes, good catch indeed.
Absolutely. So yeah, that was pretty funny, but not as funny as what I want to share with you here in my other viral video as we get things going here on the podcast broadcast. So QVC is been around forever. I'm surprised people still watch it, but old ladies, they do old lady things. They shop and
it's soothing.
It is very soothing, apparently. This was hilarious as a woman is attempting to sell a necklace and gave, an idea of like how good it would look if you have different hairstyles. But I think she confused blowout with something else.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And this is our viral video of the day. So you can clip this. I love this. And maybe I bought 3 of these actually as soon as I saw this.
I bet you did.
Yeah, check this out.
The texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blow job at your blowout at your.
Now, pause that, right? So in this scenario, as a professional, as a broadcaster, there's a slip up of words that happens. It happens. The rule is that you just have to continue on and pretend like nothing happened.
Yes. But
blowjob is funny no matter how you look at it. And it stuck with her. So her reaction afterwards, what made this clip viral. Listen to this.
Salon. Oh, my God. And it looks beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge beauty sale. Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is a one-time only price where the price goes up at the end of the show.
And I like the comments here, right? This person said within minutes, they were sold out. Millions of men bought the wig for their wives. So, yeah, it's the blowjob wig. I got you the blowjob wig, honey.
Oh, so mortifying. I can feel it.
Yeah.
She's mortified.
She is mortified. I don't think she should be mortified. I think she's fine. I think she's fine. All right, everyone, on this Friday podcast and moving forward for the next 10 weeks or so, I'm asking everybody, as if you're a part of our community, to please watch along to the Challenge 42 with us.
Yes.
Okay, so Mari's going to start watching the Challenge 42. It just dropped on Paramount Plus. There are 2 episodes that dropped, and Herb Stratford and I will do kind of like a reaction to each episode as they drop every week. And if you want to be in the loop, you should watch along with us, and you can give us feedback and interact and stuff. I'm telling you, it's an entertaining show. It's not for everybody, right? But a lot of people, whether a lot of people have watched it at some point in their lives because it's been on for so long, over 25 years, this reality competition is. So a lot of these characters you probably even still know, like a CT, a Johnny Bananas. They've been around. So, even I was talking to Yas before she took off, and she talked about, CT, and now she likes CT. And I was like, oh, you watch it? And she's like, I haven't watched it in years. But it doesn't matter, right? This is a reoccurring storyline with these characters, and this season is already off to a bang. It's very entertaining, very funny, and has some good moments in it that I want to talk about with Herb Stratford, who got to talk with a lot of the cast in an interview. Did you see this? Yes, this son of a bitch.
Without you?
Without me.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
Not good.
Yeah. That's like a dagger to the heart.
It's not a dagger to the heart, but it makes me it reiterates and establishes the hatred that I have for him.
Oh, no.
That I'm just like,
you know
okay.
what? It could be on you, though, because you throw a lot of digs. Like, maybe if you didn't throw as many digs, he would have invited you.
Maybe if you didn't suck as much, then I wouldn't throw out these digs. I mean, it's debatable.
Wow.
So I will play a clip of him interviewing. It's very, he had the time of his life. Fuck it,
I'm so sorry, though. That hurts.
Yeah, it did. Because, well, I'll tell you what, though. It was better that I wasn't there because, his questions were from a fan perspective, and, and he had natural curiosity for the upcoming season. I am the type of viewer who's obscene, and
yes, you are.
And I read all the spoilers, so I know things that isn't public information. So I wouldn't ask the same questions because I know the answers, right? So it's a thing. Rock 102.1 K, Mansby Fegan presents. We are live on a podcast broadcast as we before we get into our challenge talk and what movie releases and other things drop in our streaming services with Herb Stratford later on. I do want to do some music news with you, so let's do that.
Yes.
All right, here's what's going on in the music industry. And, honestly, good news for Queens of the Stone Age fans. If you want to complain to Queens of the Stone Age for maybe not putting out a good album in the past couple of years, or not having a show come to your town for Tucson, or not having Josh Homme show up with the Eagles of Death Metal at La Rosa, there's a place where you could get all your complaints into Queens of the Stone Age, and they will hear you because they just recently launched a 24/7 complaint hotline where anyone could call in and vent.
Wow, You can call. It's not even like an email or text service. It's a phone call.
It's old school. It's like if you have an actual complaint, then you got to voice that complaint. Don't write it in like troll style.
Yeah, get it out.
Yes.
With your words and your voice.
Absolutely, right? And the band has invited fans, friends, and even foes to dial the number to air their gripes, moans, and groans, joking that no complaint is too big or too tiny. And each message will supposedly be reviewed personally, and callers might even reach a live person on the other end, including a chance to gripe directly to Queens of the Stone Age frontman Josh Homme. Yeah. Or another band member that you don't care about.
Wow, that's cool.
Yes. You want to give it a try?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll pull up the phone number and we'll call it on the podcast broadcast and see if we get any complaints there. And I'll complain to them for not coming to Tucson. All right. So, the call and gripe line comes after the band's July single, Easy Street. Queens of the Stone Age are currently on the road supporting Foo Fighters' North American Stadium tour, which does not make a stop to Tucson, but will make a stop up in Phoenix. So, all right, moving forward in music news, Tobias Forge joins Accept for Save Us. Now, this is basically a re-record of an old Accept song, right? So he teamed up with members of Anthrax and Korn to record this. This new version also features Accept themselves as part of a tribute album marking 50 years since the German metal band formed. So I actually didn't know about the band Accept. Did you?
No.
You're not a metalhead.
I guess not.
Accept guitarist told Forge that told him that Save Us was his favorite Accept song, and that he once wanted Ghost to cover it.
Okay.
So this is all part of a 19-song tribute album that's going to drop on September 4th, and it features guest spots from 50 rock and metal musicians, including members of Metallica and Judas Priest. So apparently all our old school icons loved and were inspired by the band Accept. So that's your rabbit hole assignment for today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And finally, in music news, Green Day did launch Green Day TV on YouTube. It's a new 24/7 streaming channel, which you can check out for free on YouTube. The channel offers around-the-clock programming celebrating the band's 30-plus history,
Wow.
a 30-year-plus history, including music videos, live performances, and nearly 3 decades of never-before-seen footage from tours, recording studios, and backstage. So,
wow.
Yeah, if you're a super fan of Green Day, they're doing super fan service, and Green Day TV is now live for you to stream on YouTube 24/7.
That's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think any band could do this now, especially the iconic ones, because they have so much content.
Footage.
Yeah, just upload it to YouTube, make a streaming channel, go to town. So we're going to check that out as well. You can join us on the podcast broadcast on Facebook or stick around. We'll be back after music from Breaking Ben on Rock 102.1. All right, so let's pull up
Children,
this phone
though.
number.
I just can't believe Green Day wanted to name themselves Sweet Children. That was their initial name. I'm really they actually wanted the name changed, and people wanted them to keep their name to Sweet Children.
Yeah.
But God, can you imagine? No way with Green Day so simple and Sweet Children's making a YouTube channel. No, I don't think it would have worked. It just would not have worked.
It wouldn't be the first time that a band, had a terrible name at first and then changed it. I mean, I remember I was in a band. I mean, I had.
You've reached the Queens of the Stone Age complaint hotline. The time is now to set the record straight. Press 1 to make a complaint. Press 0 if you have no complaints.
1.
Make your mark. Tear them apart. Leave your complaint by voicemail after the tone. Hit pound when you finish bitching.
All right, Josh and company. This is Beef Vegan on Rock 102.1 KFMA in Tucson, Arizona. And my complaint is that we have not been able to see you guys perform live in Tucson in many, many, many years. You continue to play Phoenix. You continue to be in bed with Live Nation. It must be nice and cozy for you. But we need you to do a show in Tucson, Arizona. The people of Southern Arizona love Queens of the Stone Age, and we have been deprived for far too long.
All complaints are reviewed personally. You'll be hearing from us.
They cut you off.
Son of a
They
bitch.
hung up on you.
I need to complain about getting cut off.
You should call back.
Ugh.
Do it.
Thank you. So once I do this a complaint, I immediately get a text back from Queens of the Stone Age at Beggars Banquet Recordings. Thank you for submitting your complaint. Text yes to opt in to receive marketing updates.
Oh.
I will not do that. But
do it.
No, it's clever. But no, I don't need to be spammed by Queens of the Stone Age. I don't
Yes,
buy
you
shit.
do.
I'm broke. No.
Just delete the
You
text
do
messages. I will.
Absolutely not. No, I already have too many unread messages. The message frequency varies. Reply help to help. Reply stop to opt out. Okay, cool. You should reply weed to get free weed. That would be cool.
No.
So there you go. The phone number, if you want to make your complaint to Queens of the Stone Age, you could do so by dialing 760-437-1966. Message and data rates may apply. All right, we're going to get ready for our next segment. But earlier this morning, Yas Money and Amari and I did this. Check this out.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider. It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. Use your unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. The subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call right now at 600-KFMA, 605-362. And if our panel agrees your life is F, we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets to see Under Oath live up in Phoenix on November 9th at the Arizona Financial Theater. We got Yas Money and Mari weighing in on today's F My Life. So are you ladies ready?
Ready. Yup.
All right. All right, let's get right into it. First email, say some of the best for last. The first email was sent to me by Peyton. Peyton said, Beef, I injured my knee during dance class. When it started to feel a little better, I tried dancing again. I tripped, fell, and broke my wrist. F My Life. Let's start off with Yas Money on this one. You had an audible reaction.
F my life. You're worried about one part and then the other part. And then, are you insured? I hope you're insured.
Yeah. Welcome to adulthood for sure. All right. What do you say, Mari?
Yeah, both pivotal parts. I say FML.
Yeah.
You need your wrist and your knee.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Especially if you want to be in a relationship. Hey, no. All right, sorry. I'm a little pervy this morning. All right. I know, sorry. All right, next email sent to me by Garrett. Garrett said, beef, today, like every day, my baby mama is bashing me on social media for not wanting to be involved with my kid's life. What she conveniently leaves out is that she got my used rubber out of the trash to impregnate herself because she thought I would leave her soon. I already pay child support, so why can't she just leave me alone? Oh, this is complicated for sure.
This sounds illegal.
Yes, it does. And it does tend to happen sometimes. Is that enough, my life, Mari?
It's one kid or more? One kid. See, I feel for that kid.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to say big baby. Like, I mean, yes, it's like not okay how she went about it, but like, dude, that's still your spawn. Like,
still your kid.
You should have some sort of like moral obligation to like make a birthday card.
Should you when you're entrapped? You know, we kind of had this discussion yesterday with DJ Jamar and Looney in a way where we just talked about how, like, if a woman doesn't tell you that it's your kid, and then, 18 years later, you discover it's your kid, do you still have to, do parental responsibilities, or do you even have the desire to, or were you just like, oh, well, I guess that was a missed opportunity. Good luck, offspring. I mean, that's the idea. That was the debate. And this one is very complicated because he was trapped and didn't consent to having a kid, right?
True.
And it's not like he it was part his fault. Right. He used protection, and she utilized that and weaponized it.
I also think putting your information out like that makes you look bad, but it looks bad in both parties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it makes him sound crazy.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't want anything to do with this kid. It's still your kid. Even if he's a butt, at the same time, it was like a trap. And to be fair, like when I had my daughter, I didn't plan on having my daughter. We were hating each other at the time. And I had the discussion, like, what do you want to do in this situation? She's like, I want to have the kid. But then I was like, well, I didn't want to necessarily have a kid. But then I felt it was my obligation saying, okay, well, since we're having a kid, it's my kid. And I will protect my kid. Like the internal instincts took over. And we all can't be as awesome as me, though. Yeah. I get that.
I mean, you are pretty awesome.
No, so are you going to say F my life for Garrett, or are you going to throw up in your mouth because I said I'm awesome?
I'm going to throw up in my mouth. All right. F my life.
All right, but Garrett, it's too complicated to weigh in on.
It's way too complicated. It's just like both parties are not. Nobody's a good person here.
Okay. Well, what say you, Tucson 600 KFMA? Let me know. Our next email sent to me by Mallory. Mallory said, I found out where all my missing panties have gone when my 12-year-old daughter was caught selling them to boys at school.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Hilarious. She's a little moneymaker.
Is your daughter 12 right now?
She's 11.
It's close, right? This is something you can relate to.
Nah. Oh, well, she did play me the other day. She's grounded.
I honestly thought of your daughter when I got this email because your daughter is like a little entrepreneur, a little hustler. I could see her being like, yeah, just trying to make some bank.
She's bedazzling my panties.
Exactly. But is this enough my life for Mallory? Would you freak out?
Oh, no, I would freak out. Oh, take away your phone, computer, tablet, every electronic. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, well, I mean, she wants to make that money. No. It could be worse. I mean, it could have been like her 12-year-old boy and pervasive things, which we've seen before. This was just like, no, actually the daughter's like, I'm selling it to the pervert boys and making bank. And she's like, and that's 100% profit for the daughter. Of course, obviously she's losing money because panties cost money. So it sucks for Mallory. What do you say, Mari?
Yeah, I want to say I'm proud of her entrepreneurial skills.
Yeah.
So, big baby.
Wow, Mari.
I know, I'm sorry, yes.
Just remember that if your kid starts selling weed in junior high and be like, oh, you're an entrepreneur. No, I don't think you're going to be as happy.
Oh.
All right. Next up, my life sent to me by Bryce. Bryce said, in a hardware store this weekend, I had to physically restrain my senile grandpa from trying to take a number 2 in one of the display toilets.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yikes. I feel that pain. I feel like I have to do that whenever I'm out with Kendall and be like, not there. Don't go there.
Oh, no.
just wanted to throw that out there. F my life. What do you say, Mari?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Well, because it's hard when your grandfather's getting senile and like they're just like an adult baby, and I think that makes it even trickier.
Yeah.
Adult baby.
Yeah.
You just have to no, Grandpa. No, not right
Yeah, and swaddle them up and carry them out.
Oh, yeah. It's heartbreaking. F my life, yes?
F my life. Put them in their little stroller wheelchair and take them out.
You're a good grandson there, Bryce. All right, final F my life of the day, sent to me by Veronica. And I'm glad that I have you two here to weigh in on this because I feel like this is something like I need a woman's perspective. She said, Beef, at 3 a.m. in the morning, I was getting out of bed to use the bathroom when my boyfriend grabbed my arm, looked at me wide-eyed, and begged, "Don't. They'll take your skin."
Oh, my God.
He doesn't remember saying it, and now I'm scared S-less to use the bathroom at night. So his sleep talking, grabbed her, said, "Don't, they'll take your skin." And she's like, "Now I don't even want to use your bathroom." Would that ruin the bathroom for you, Yas Money?
Oh, that would ruin the night for me for sure, where I'm going to be up for a couple hours for sure. Yeah. The other day I woke up to my significant other, I think sleep moving around.
Okay.
All of a sudden I see the flash from the camera or from the phone light up my, like, your eyes are closed, so you only see like bright light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, are you okay? He just shined the light.
Wow.
And then that was it.
Right.
And then so the next day I was like, hey, what happened last night? What happened to your phone? Like, why'd you turn it on? He's like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
So she was sleepwalking, sleep creeping, basically.
Yeah.
Flashlight. Was he staring at you? Do you know? Okay, that's good.
Close. He was sleeping.
He was sleeping.
Yeah.
It was really weird. It's so weird.
So you relate to Veronica's F my life in a way, and now hers is, of course, a little more traumatic.
Yeah, hers is a little more traumatic, but I'm still thinking about the bright light that I woke up to, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. That's why I don't let anyone spend the night. F my life for Veronica, Mari, and why?
And I'm sorry, Yas, you're not a big baby. And Veronica's not necessarily a big baby, but I think this is so cool. You got to write this down and keep track of it because I love sleep talkers.
Oh,
I can see Mari being the kind to be like,
give me more.
Who is? Yeah. What's their name?
Yeah.
What's wrong with my skin?
Exactly. Ask all the questions.
Yeah, you just like to gossip.
What about the kids?
Still pretty scary there. All right, we'll agree to disagree. Thank you for sharing your F My Life, and keep them coming. beefvegan@kfma.com, and we'll share them on the air as well. And if we agree your life is F, we might hook you up with some tickets to an upcoming concert or something. All right, with that. So that was your F My Life this morning. I want to play a little bit of the Stratford Spotlight, if you will. Yes, this is a big deal, and we'll react to it. Now this is Tori. I want to get you guys familiar because again, just bear with us. Ride this train with us. I think there's only going to be one season of the challenge this year. I know that definitively, right? So watch along with us and react with us. It'll be super fun. And I guarantee you there'll be some, shared moments together. And I'm getting Mari on board. This interview was pretty big for Herb. He talked to not only Tori, but the legendary Johnny Bananas and Michelle from Survivor.
Hey, Herb, we have 10 minutes. Please state your name and outlet, and we are rolling.
Now, this is crazy because I could have got this.
Yeah.
I have a bigger platform than Herb Stratford. I do, though.
Okay. And it's like Zoom. So you have a nice little Zoom setup. You could have been right there. I see it.
Come on.
I get your sadness. I feel it.
All right. It's not even sadness, but
sad.
we're supporting our friend, this fucking guy here. Okay.
All right. Herb Stratford, KMSB, KOLD, Tucson, Arizona. Hi, guys.
Hi, Herb.
So it's so great to see you all.
Herb.
I gotta
real quick. Every single one of these interviews, and he has a bunch on the Stratford Spotlight with challenge members. They all love Herb. They love the name Herb, and they cannot get over Herb. And they name drop Herb throughout all of these. Right now, it's funny.
Bananas, though, right? That's Joey Bananas.
Johnny.
Ooh, sorry.
Okay. Johnny Bananas up there. Tori right here. There's Michelle, and this Deb Chubb from Love Island. So
cop to this immediately. I'm an OG. I've been watching since the very beginning. So
dog.
So it's great. It's great to be here with you all. So Johnny, let me start with you. You've climbed every mountain. You've eaten every gross thing. You've pissed everybody off. You've made some friends. You've hooked up a few times. What's left?
do it all. Do everything you just said. Do it again. And just what's left. Here's my thing. No matter what I do and no matter what I've accomplished on the show, there are always naysayers out there that are, or conspiracy theorists that are saying like, oh, well, production helped them on that one, or they set this up, or, he's over the hill and he's washed up and he's never going to win again. So for me, it was, again, and, Tori said this kind of earlier, it's like, as much as I want to prove everybody else wrong, I want to prove myself wrong. Because the more you do of these and the older you get, the more that sense of mortality creeps in. And the younger and fiercer and hungrier the competition gets, the more difficult it is to hoist that trophy at the end. So for me, it was, being able to do it, to try and do it again. And again, with the team I ended up on, this was going to give, I think, all of us the best shot that we were going to have. So, yeah.
They're smiling like they know something, and they do know something because they shot the entire season. It is in production, so they know who won, they know who lost, and then everything else.
You know who won.
I know who won. I know who lost. I'm not going to say it, but we're going to watch along and have a good time. But this is great. They all look great. The presser that he did this with everybody, right? So,
he's done this before too. He always interviews them.
No, this is the first time. But so that only has 439 views. He has one that has 1,000 views. He talks to legendary CT. You know CT? Yeah, you want to hear his CT convo?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody loves CT. So not everyone loves Herb Stratford, but
Herb, we've got you down for 10 minutes. If you'll give me a quick slate with your name and outlet, you can get started.
All right, Herb Stratford, KMSB, KOLD, CBS TV Tucson.
Now CT is looking rough. He's lost some weight. Yeah, the guy smokes. He's a smoker, been a lifelong smoker, and drinks and parties. That catches up to everyone, even mutants like CT. And I say this with a kindness in my heart. I am a fan, and I wish him the best.
Hey guys.
Hey Herb.
So let me just start by saying, number one, I'm an OG, so I've been watching this since before ever. So
this fucking guy says it to everybody.
I love it. It's an icebreaker.
Yes, it is.
It's great to meet you all.
CT's like, great. Did we go to high school together?
Well, it's great to have you here. Let me start with you, CT. Obviously you got a lot of heat, with, sort of like what happened last time with, being not in the best shape. So what was your regimen for this year? Like, what did you do to get ready for this season?
I did a lot of 8-ounce curls for this one.
Yeah. So nothing.
Oh, yeah. Right off the bat, we're back on Rock 102.1 KFMA, waiting for Herb Stratford, who's being held up late, apparently, as we have a lot that we want to get to when it comes to the challenge. And I'm playing his presser that he did with CT, Will, and Izzy from the challenge, and immediately kind of insults CT as his opening question, to the point where Will responds with oof. I don't know why Herb Stratford would take so long to come in for this segment, or why they would hold him up, because, there is nothing more important than our segment here.
Obviously you got a lot of heat, with, sort of like what happened last time with, being not in the best shape. So what was your regimen for this year? Like, what did you do to get ready for this season?
I did a lot of 8-ounce curls for this.
He said, oof.
I know.
It was brutal, right? But that's just part of the pressers that were happening for the Challenge 42, which did drop on Paramount Plus on Wednesday. And so with that, there was 2 episodes that dropped. We're going to react to those here in a moment, but I'm going to have to play some music and play a clip early because I got to teach Herb how to use camera and get everything all situated. So with that, earlier this morning. So we're going to hit the reset, be back more right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, we're not even close to being ready, and it's already 9:30.
Wait, what time is he supposed to be here? I thought it was 9:30.
No, Herb. Well, it's Frank Sabotage. It's all right.
No, I try and get here earlier, but then I had to do 2 spots on the TV today because there's so many things coming out. And anyway.
Yeah, but nobody cares about those things. They only care about the challenge, Herb.
Actually, we were just talking about the challenge on the other station.
So like he gives a shit. They don't know. What did he say?
He actually said that his wife had been watching it.
Of course.
So he was aware of it tangentially. He was surprised that it was in season 42. Did you start watching, Mari?
No. I need his login. Give me your login.
Yeah, we're going to give it. We'll give the login. I'll give you the login. I'm not going to give it online. But yeah, no, it was fun and a good setup. And yeah, I'm not surprised his wife watched it. I think his wife's around my age. And I think a lot of people in our demo would watch it or grew up on it. So they're familiar with it. Yeah. Herb is an outlier. He got in. He was still watching that Real World and everything when the challenge started.
Yes.
And he was more along the lines of, I guess, the age of Real World season 1 when they started doing the challenge. And right?
Yeah. No, yeah. I watched Real World. I watched the first Real World whenever that was. That must have been like
91.
Okay, 91. Yeah. My wife and I, we started watching that. We got married in 90 and we started watching that. And we've watched every season of all though. We watched all Road Rules. We watched everything.
Exactly. Right. And then I moved in to I started watching Real World growing up, but basically my cast member age is probably around CT's eras. Actually, I'm same age as CT with that. So Real World Paris was Real World 8, season 8 for Real World. And then, went in there. So yeah, looking at these interviews, it's still pretty cool. Like he got this press junket. He pretty much got to talk to almost everybody, not everybody, but almost everybody. Yeah. With different groups all the way together. And CT is notoriously a difficult interview. He is.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not. He doesn't come off as very talky.
No,
right?
And not sincere. And he'll give you like a joke or a swerve answer as opposed to a real answer in anything that you asked. But did you open? I wanted to see. I didn't see all of them yet because I only watched the ones that had the older cast members on, which Herb opens up with. I'm like, I gotta tell you guys something.
Here we go. He's gonna make fun of me.
I know. I told him this is why he wasn't invited, right?
I'm an OG.
Well, no, I wanted to set the stage that I was not because I'm sure a lot of these interviews are with people who are like, okay, so this is a show, and what do you guys do on it? You know what I mean? So I had to.
I'm a true fan.
Yeah,
and it's like not only am I a true fan, I'm a stan. I'm a super fan. I'm an OG. I know the terminology and a little too much. Yeah.
I didn't have my challenge shirt on. I thought about wearing it. And I'm like, that's too much.
That is too much. That is too much.
I think you should have.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not like wearing a band tee. And I will say this though, with that, it was good to say, hey, I'm one of you. Right. Yeah. You had that going on. And what I noticed in your interviews is every single one of these guests, they all got a kick out of your name. They're all like Herb.
It's true.
Herb.
It's true.
Yes. So
it is true.
So having the name Herb Stratford goes a long way in these interviews because they just can't get over it. It's not a name that's around too much anymore.
It's true.
Yeah.
And when I say Tucson, a lot of times people go, oh, okay. Because, they're used to New York, LA, you know what I mean? Whatever.
They're like, how the hell did you get in on this press?
Yeah, exactly.
What am I doing here talking to Tucson?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. So let's talk about season 42 and its debut. What was a couple takeaways that you really enjoyed from the season 42 drop of episode 1, episode 2?
I feel like the thing that I loved the most about it was you're just in it. Like all of a sudden you're just like, they're just running the streets of Thailand and you're like, wait, what? Did I miss an episode? Like what happened? They just dropped you right into the middle of it.
Right. Like where's episode 0?
Yeah. Because a lot of times it's meet the cast, it's all that stuff. And so that I thought was a lot of fun. And then also just, the unexpectedness of, and of course you knew because you knew all this stuff ahead of time, but just the structure with the teams and the captains. And it's like they keep, every time you think you got a groove, TJ throws another curveball at you. And I'm just like, love it.
Well, I'll tell you this, and this is pro spoilers and pro T accounts. Yes, I knew the teams. I didn't know how they were going to draft the teams.
Okay.
I didn't know about the opening run. So there's so many things that I was discovering for the first time, even though I know the bare bones minimum of how the season lays out. It only makes me more curious into how it actually gets there. And it was just, it was showcased in the first episode where it's like, yeah, good. It's like, yes, I knew there were going to be teams. I didn't know how that was going to happen. And that was a good swerve for basically what they did was snake rules where they had the team captains choose for the other team. So if it was the three of us, and we had like Rico, Yaz, and Kendall, I would pick who would be on your team between the three of those and be like, oh, okay, Kendall poops in the trash can. I'll want her on my team because she's hardcore. Rico has more boundaries, so I'll give you Rico. Right. And and then so on and so forth.
And then you're going to give me somebody and you're going to say, okay, I'm going to give him Yas.
It doesn't matter who we give Herb Steen and stuff. He's led by Herb. We got this. So anyways, so that was good. You know what I found? Well, one of my most, the thing that made me laugh the loudest during his 2 episodes is Corey returning. Corey Warden. He was on Teen Mom. He's been on many seasons of The Challenge.
Wait, on Teen Mom?
Yeah, he was on Teen Mom. Okay.
That guy?
He's got babies from 3 different women.
Yes. So Corey, but we know him from The Challenge because he's been on The Challenge equally long. He's basically a professional reality TV star. What I like about Corey's arc here is he comes into The Challenge for the first time in a long time, not necessarily happy with his home life situation with his wife, but still with his wife. And he is trying to go back into F-boy mode, which he has been on all the different spin-off dating shows. And he is a good-looking dude and a professional playboy. But his game is so bad when it comes, because he's been married with kids for years.
Yeah.
So now he's going in, he's trying to talk up Izzy. And at one point, he's laying next to her outside on patio furniture, and he's trying to spit game. But his game is literally like, yeah, I'm very lucky that, my baby's mom's allows me to take a couple months off from raising my kids. Like all 3 of them. And it allows me not to see my kids for 2 months at a time. I'm very fortunate to be in that situation. So what are you doing, girl? I'm like, what? How? No way is she going to be like, yeah, okay, let me be the next. You know? You already got 3 babies, mom. You got multiple kids, and you're telling how you like to give up on those kids for 2 months at a time. And that's your game.
Yeah. Well, that, and then later there's the scene where he's out there trying to make it with somebody else. And, he comes out, Nelly comes out, right?
Yeah, no, it was still Izzy he was trying to talk to. And Nelly came out and C-blocked him.
It's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed. No, time for bed.
Right, yeah. And so as we're talking with Herb Stratford about Challenge 42, just dropped on Paramount+, we are encouraging our streamers to watch along just so they know what we're talking about. Because we will open up our segment with Herb on Fridays for the next couple weeks, or a couple months, I should say, as this season progresses, because this is very entertaining. And I think a good communal event is something that we could all watch along. It'll be fun for all of us. But that happened. That dropped on Paramount. And we got Herb Stratford in studio right now. Stratford Spotlight is his YouTube page that I consistently make fun of him and encourage him to make better. So I encourage you to subscribe to that. Let's talk about a movie release this weekend here, Herb. Now, of course, obviously the past month has been flooded with major name, big releases with The Odyssey and Spider-Man, just basically accumulating, taking up all of that. We have a movie that is starring a couple names that I'm not necessarily familiar with that is dropping in theaters called One Night Only. Is this a throwaway flick, or is this something that was good enough to try to throw against the wall during this Odyssey Spider-Man run?
So, we haven't had, this is a rom-com. So first of all, we haven't had a lot of rom-coms. Okay. And Callum Turner is the lead guy. Okay. He just married Dua Lipa.
Yes.
So there you go there, right? Next James Bond for a while, but his ears are huge.
His ears are way too
large,
yeah,
right?
You can't do that.
And then you've got Monica Barbero, who had been around for a while. She was in that Bob Dylan movie. She played Joan Baez. She is beautiful in this movie. She's got this incredible dress on for most of the movie. The premise of this film is much like The Purge. There is one night when singles can have premarital sex.
Oh, what?
Otherwise, it's outlawed. Right?
Okay.
And you have like a biosensor, and they come and arrest you if you start getting it on, if it's not during this one night. It's 12 hours. So the premise is, there's a lot of horny people running around for 12 hours, right? And so Callum Turner's character, he runs a pizza place. He sort of gets dumped by Maya Hawke, his girlfriend. And so he's out sort of trying to figure out what he's going to do this crazy night. Runs into her a number of times. She's got her own journey she's on. Great cameos. Actually, Molly Ringwald plays Callum's mother. We haven't seen her in a long time. And her husband or boyfriend, whatever, is LeVar Burton from Star Trek, Geordie LaForge. Mm-hmm. And then you've got You get all kinds of cameos, like all kinds of people are in this movie that you like, that you know from other things. I'm trying to think anyway, there's just a bunch of them. And so the premise is a little silly because that would never happen.
No way.
Right?
Yeah.
But, and like condoms are like, $200 and, I mean, it's like all this
so
stuff,
funny.
surge pricing. Right.
Mhm.
So it's a cute film, but I mean, from the very beginning, like every rom-com, of course they're going to end up eventually at the end, but this is how it starts. He throws up on her. So, it just starts badly for him.
It's kind of spoilers, but that's all right.
But if you want to have a date night, this is a really good film. If you've seen everything else, this is sort of cute, and I enjoyed it.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you got a rom-com dropping everywhere. If you don't think Spider-Man's romantic enough as far as relationships are concerned, then this one, which one night only, that's a very interesting premise, though. I mean, imagine if that was the case. If you could only have premarital sex for 12 hours, and you're single, you're going out there. How many people are you attempting to sleep with in that 12 hours?
Oh, exactly.
There's a funny moment where Monica Barbero gets approached by a guy, and he's like, hey. He's like, I got a slot from 2:30 this morning, and it's only for 20 minutes, but with that dress on, it shouldn't take us long. And she's like, pass, hard pass,
Yeah, right. Because I can see. I mean, I'm glad that they thought of that angle too, because not everyone's just like, I'm just got to find one and sleep with them like 100 times over. Some people are just like, no. I mean, if this is all I'm going to be able to experience in this window before marriage, you got to get it all in one, right?
Yeah,
a lot of people go through their college years as their slutty years, Herb, but, and it's like, if that's got to be expedited into 12 hours, I mean, that'd be a huge day for Blue Chew, huh?
What's your number then? 1 per hour?
Yes. I mean, I would have to be able to recover for sure, but I would drink a lot of Red Bull, so no naps. And I think 1 per hour, if I haven't had anything leading up to it, for sure. Now, would I be able to seduce 1 per hour? Probably not. So that's, I think the realistic number in the reality in the world that I'm living in, if I was younger too, maybe 2, I'd be able to pull 2. I'd like a morning shift and a night shift.
Yeah, well, it's 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So that's your 12-hour window.
Oh, that's good. Is that night? At night? Yeah. Okay, some freaks come out at night. I'll make that 3. If I was still DJing, 4. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
But if I was drinking, back to 1. Still interesting. What about you, though? What would your number be?
I don't know. Probably just 1. I don't need.
See, the thing is, it's easy for you.
Well,
it's
I'm
simple
married,
as.
though, so I'm not.
I know. No, it's pre-marriage.
When you were single.
Yeah, dude. And you, as a blonde, available in Tucson, you could literally book them up in 15-minute slots and like run through.
Thanks.
I know it sounds gross to go full Blondie Blue on it, but okay. Well, think young Mari. Right, you want to experience it. I mean, I'm not saying married Mari who gave up on sex. I'm saying young Mari who still is intrigued by
even
it.
So I wasn't like, it wasn't my priority.
I know.
So I don't think it would be for
What's your
12
sign
hours.
again? What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
I like
I mean,
balance.
Freaky Libras before. All right. What do you think you'd be, Herb?
Young college Herb?
Yeah, young college tall Herb who looks like he's one of the frat guys in Revenge of the Nerds.
With my Birkenstocks, my camo pants, and my Doors t-shirt.
Yes.
Oh, God. Yes. A lot of people get pregnant to Tucson that day. For sure.
I know. It 2 would probably be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's physically responsible, because it'd be exhausting. I mean, anything more than 2, that's just addictive personality traits. But at the same time, wild premise, 12 hours, the only time that you could get in for premarital sex. And that movie, again, is dropping in theaters tonight. One night only is the name of that. And I'm sure, what's great about it is at the end, they'll probably fall in love and get married immediately and be able to do it for the rest of their days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, we saw it coming. That's how it is. All right, we got more to get to, including things that are dropping on our streaming networks, because really nothing else is coming out in theaters this week. It's been a pretty
Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream Man,
the Eli Roth horror movie.
Okay, we'll talk about that here on our podcast broadcast stream. You can join us on Facebook or on Twitch at Beef Vegan Presents. Be back with more right after this. Rock 102.1. Excuse me.
Yeah. Ice Cream Man is good, and I interviewed Eli Roth, and so that was sort of fun to talk to him.
Now, honestly, let's just give it up for Herb. He's on a tear as far as the pressers. They got him in rotation, but now I got to get Rico involved to help, pimp out your channel a little bit.
We do need that. Yeah, I need Rico's help.
I like the green glass, though. I think that's a nice touch in the background.
Green glass?
Yeah.
The pottery?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank his wife for that. Anything that you see in the background is
the posters are mine. The pottery is hers. Yes. So
the movie posters.
Well, actually, Carrie said to me the other day, I made her watch some of the challenge ones, and she's like, "Yeah, we got to fix that background. It's getting old. We've done it too many times." It's like, yeah, because I've done like 150 of these interviews.
It's true, but I think it helps ring lights and a couple other things. There's a couple things.
I got a ring light on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're looking a little brighter. You're getting there, but we need to continue. I mean, the fact that they keep throwing them at you, that's great.
Yeah, I did a Kristen Stewart one this week. So,
wow. Wait, was she nice?
No.
I could see that. She doesn't seem very nice.
She didn't like the name Herb?
No, it's just like she had that sort of disaffected, I'm doing this junket because I have to. You know what I mean? It was like she was not. So it was her, Alia Shawkat, from Arrested Development, cousin maybe. I mean, so it was her. So the two of them played. It comes out next week. It's called The Wrong Girls. It's a stoner comedy.
Okay.
So anyway.
Okay, that's fun.
Written and directed by Kristen Stewart's wife, Dylan Meyer. And so Dylan, the writer-director, was very much more engaging because, hey, it's her movie and, it's a big deal. The two of them were just kind of like, one-word answers. It was just, and, he only had 4 minutes. I was just like, oh, I'm bummed. I'm
did you post that yet?
No, I haven't gotten it yet. I should get it today.
Can't wait. I can't wait. So, because then we'll just react to her being all bitchy to her. We're like, she's my soulmate. No. Yes. Why not? Why not?
Well, she slept with a married man. Remember that? I don't forget.
Yeah, you don't forget. I'm over it. I forgive you.
That's right. It was the director of The Huntsman.
I was mad at Kirsten Stewart and was not going to be a fan of her until she was a dick to Herb, and now I'm back on board.
Oh my God.
She did it. She was in that movie with the bodybuilder lady. That was actually a really good movie.
It was good, actually.
Yeah, so let's give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. No, she's done some good things. Yeah.
Look, Herb got to talk to my celebrity crush, my reality TV crush in Cassidy. And probably didn't even show her the love. You remember me fawning over Cassidy?
I love her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I even made a short and posted on the YouTube page hoping she'd see it. She didn't. Or if she did, she probably blocked. But she was a doll, dude. And with Sydney and with Chris. I mean, you had the Survivor takeaway. I'm surprised I didn't get more views, but your challenge interviews have got more views than any other interview that you have done.
Just about. I mean, when I did Vecna from Stranger Things, that was a pretty good interview. But this is good. This is good for sure. No, it's been. And I mean, it was a commitment because it was like, there's a lot. There was like 6 different groups. Right?
I know. Yeah. So he could talk to 6 different groups without including me in any of them.
Yeah. No, we are curious. Why didn't you invite Beef? I said it's because he's so mean to you.
Maybe. No, it was a real process. Like I didn't know till the last minute I was even approved, and then they were supposed to send us episodes on like a week ahead of time, and then it was Friday. And then I'm like texting the girl over the weekend. I'm like, I never got episodes. What's going on? And then I got them literally an hour and a half before the interviews.
So you couldn't even watch both.
So I had written a bunch of questions and I threw them all out. Because then I'm like, oh, well, now I can actually talk about the show because I've seen the first episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're like generic, right?
Yeah, but honestly, like they didn't realize they were dealing with an expert, and you could have went into those interviews, all of them, knowing what to ask without even having to see episode 1 because you've seen seasons of 0 through 41. And the spin-offs and everything else. Like you were there, you were ready, So like never doubt yourself, Herb.
Thank you.
If there's anything I could
that's a beef tip.
Yeah.
Well, no, he wants in on the next interview.
No, I know he does.
No. You're dead to me when it comes to that. I will wait for my own interviews. And I was telling Herb, I talked to him on the phone, and I was telling you this too. I wouldn't have actually been great in those interviews because I do know so much that there's not the curiosity factor that a regular person would want to hear. And
you might have been like, okay, season 12 episode 6.
Well, luckily my memory isn't that good.
30 minutes and 2 seconds in.
Yeah. You said, what did you mean?
Out of all these interviews that you did though, what was your favorite question and response to whichever cast member?
I feel like the two things, the camaraderie between Corey and Nelly was really sweet.
Yeah, that was nice.
You know what I mean? Just because it's like, it's so evident. Like I asked them, what could anything ever break you up? And they're like, nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And like, that's really cool that they have that relationship.
I felt that was interesting. I like the way that they clumped together these cast members. So you had the OTB crew of Nelly, Corey, and Norris doing pressers together. And you could tell they're friends and beautiful people. Then you had, basically
Survivor.
Team Orange. Well, Team Orange and Bananas, Michelle, Chubb, and Tori all together. You had the Survivor with Sydney, Chris, and Cassidy. Yeah, so that was good. The only thing that was random, actually, it wasn't even random. Then you had Team Orange Part 2 with CT, Will, and Izzy.
Yeah, and that was the other one I was happy to do because one of my all-time favorite moments is Johnny Backpack.
Yeah.
And so for me to be able to ask Johnny about Johnny Backpack.
Let me ask you this. Did you get semi-aroused when you asked him that?
Oh, my God.
I did not. I did not. Right. And CT's answer was like, yeah, that's not happening again. These knees aren't working. And Will's like, my knees are 30 and I couldn't do that. So, yeah. No, it was like I said, it was like, when you interview somebody and like, oh, you saw their movie and you can talk to them about their movie, whatever. But when you interview people that you've watched for 20 years,
grow up. Yeah.
That's wild.
Right. Yeah. So absolutely. And that's a really cool experience to be able to do, to talk to CT and Bananas in particular.
Yeah.
That you've seen so many seasons of and watched their arcs and stuff. So, and then the takeaway from that, did you have like a good taste in your mouth when it was all said and done?
Yeah. I mean, I felt like one of the things I thought was so interesting was they really are who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not sure if somebody's putting on or whatever. And it's just like, no, like Cedric is Cedric, and Sydney is Sydney. I mean, they're not putting on a face. And it's like Johnny, I'm like, God, the guy's got a chip on his shoulder. You know what I mean? It's just like, so I was very interested to see, were they the same people that you think they are?
Oh.
And they are. They seem like they're exactly what they are.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
Did you tell Cassidy I said hi?
I did not. She said something about a restraining order. I don't know what that was. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be lifted soon. Time out. USA 2 was like 4 years ago.
She's adorable, I will say.
Yeah. Did you ask her a direct question? I mean, at the end of it,
I did.
Okay, well, yeah, you did. He did really good on his basic. This is another difficult thing from an interviewer to another. I consider myself a professional. You were able to make your way around the gauntlet and ask questions to everybody. There wasn't a single person left out. Where you're boom, 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 get the answer. Some of the answers be long-winded and you're against the clock, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then still being like, was there anyone that you didn't ask a question to directly?
No, I
covered everybody.
Yeah, I mean, because they told me at the last minute. I mean, Tori was the last minute. She wasn't even on the list.
I know, that's great.
And then Cara Maria dropped off at the last minute. So, and Adrian dropped off. So, I mean, there was things changing fluid, but it was like, I'm, sort of frantically sort of looking at my notes, and I had like generic questions. I had specific questions, and then you want to see where they're going to go, and maybe they lead you somewhere.
Yeah. Was there a question that you didn't get to ask one of the castmates, and would you like to ask me that question so I can answer it for you?
The expert.
Yeah.
I don't know that there was any question that I didn't.
Oh, you got to ask all your questions you ever wanted to ask ever.
Well, no, I mean, I could have talked to any of them for 20, 30, 40 minutes, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're new best friends.
Yeah.
And then you don't even accept my calls.
Salty.
A little salty. I'm a little salty.
I was a little afraid to tell him.
Rock 102.1 campaign. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are having a good time on the podcast broadcast, but we are back talking about a movie release here that Herb is a fan of that is actually dropping in theaters and select locations called Ice Cream Man. Is this the story of Master P, and No Limit Records?
No. No.
Oh,
this is Eli Roth, of course, who's ruined Thanksgiving and all kinds of other things for us. He's the horror director. And he basically came up with this premise where the ice cream man is secretly drugging these kids to turn them into homicidal maniacs.
Makes sense.
To kill all the adults. And so this is the level of gore and the effectiveness of the gore. It's not like cheesy, like gore. It's like, you're like, wow, that looks real. And so these kids, I mean, lots of decapitations. I mean, yeah, it is incredibly violent. And it's just sort of a crazy story of survival. Of course, Eli always casts himself, so he's one of the parents that ends up having a problem. It's a really fun, wild ride. I had a chance to interview him on Stratford Spotlight. You get to hear a little bit about. I asked him if he was going to have therapy for these kids because the stuff they saw, and his response basically was the parents actually were worse. They were like, if you want to spray my daughter with blood, that's okay. So, I mean, these kids had the time of their life.
Yeah, this is pretty gruesome looking, though.
It is a wild thing.
Yeah, you just have Mari gasping the entire time. What made you enjoy this movie so much, so Herb? And why are you so twisted?
I just think it was so over the top, and and I'm like, it's one thing to. I mean, there's so many horror movies right now, right? Like, I think I saw like 3 trailers dropped yesterday. It's just It's not just in the fall anymore. And so when you see one that's actually smart and has something that is so sort of simple, like what an easy premise this is, right? Just drug the kids.
Yeah.
But it's never been done. And because of Eli Roth, who he is, he can come up with a budget. He can do the stuff he needs to do. And yeah, it was just, lots of heads. I mean, it's just crazy stuff. It was a wild ride. You're like laughing, because you're like, this is so uncomfortable and so grosque and gory.
Do you have to be psychotic to laugh at this, or can normal people laugh at it?
No,
as
it's
well?
funny. It's funny. Yeah. There's definitely some normal funny moments.
Is it kind of like, when you say laugh, and it's like, how can you laugh at a horror movie like that? One of the funniest movies of all time to me was Human Centipede. So I get it.
Yeah,
so it's like Eli Roth is doing this over the top campy, gruesome horror film towards the end of the summer to kind of cleanse your palate of the seriousness or the superhero type of clean aesthetics that we have in movie theaters now. And you can go out and see that Ice Cream Man available. And is this a wide release?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice. I should not have played the Red Band trailer. I'll tell you that much right now. I think Facebook is flagging me as we speak. Like, you shouldn't have showed all that stuff,
Yeah. Just don't play the music and you'll be okay.
Yeah. See, it's the music they care about most. All right, let's move forward to other things that are being released here. As we did talk about the challenge, but I want to talk about a documentary series that's dropping on HBO Max. This seems pretty interesting. Monsters of God. What can you tell me about that?
So you remember Tiger King, right? During COVID. So this is the same director. And where Tiger King focused on sort of those exotic animals, the big cats, all that stuff, this focuses on a very underground world of reptiles.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking snakes. We're talking lizards. We're talking turtles. We're talking about stuff that is, a little bit sort of not as, warm and fuzzy, right?
Yes.
This is sort of cold-blooded stuff. And so this is the same director, and he goes deep into this series. I think there's 5 parts. And what's so interesting is there's a couple of families that have sort of controlled the trade, as it is in the United States, of exotic reptiles. And then there's this one big bad guy in Thailand who is sort of the guy that helps smuggle everything out of the Far East. Hanson Wong, I think his name, Anson Wong.
So they out this guy in this.
And he finally gets an interview. You're not sure he's going to get one, and he finally gets one. But what's so interesting is one of these families, the guy gets busted, the father, he goes to jail for a couple years. The son takes over the business. A couple years later, this father's driving the son to jail. It's just like, this stuff is it's dark, it's twisted, it's weird. It's like people smuggling iguanas in their suitcases. Instead of drug mules, they're like reptile mules. It's a crazy story. Designer snakes. I mean, people are breeding snakes in different colors.
Yeah.
There's these turtles they're smuggling that are coming from 10 square mile area in Madagascar. It's the most endangered animal in the world.
Here, let's slow it down a little bit. I want to pause on this guy. We've seen this guy in Tiger King, right?
We did?
Yes, absolutely. And Chimp Crazy, I think. We've seen him one or the other. This is not the first time that we've seen this guy. He's in Florida. Now, what's interesting about the Tiger King director is that initially he didn't want to do Tiger King. He was actually doing a report on just this, on reptile smuggling. And then the guy who he was kind of filming was like, hey, you want a bobcat? You want and then show this, and then he figured out the world of exotic cats, and so he finally got around to finishing his initial project, is talking about the smuggling of reptiles, which is a huge business apparently, and a seedy one as well. Yeah. I mean, there isn't a week that goes by that I don't come across a news story about some kind of smuggled reptiles at the TSA being captured, and we usually have a laugh at it, but to understand that this is almost like cocaine smuggling in a way. It's similar. In fact, they put that visual metaphor for you in the trailer. They show cocaine and a python. And there's a lot of my friends from back in the day who used to do cocaine and be like, yeah, I need to get a python too. That's a cocaine thought. You do a lot of cocaine, you're like, you know what would be cool with this cocaine? A python. Oh, a big one.
But also it's just like this, there's people who are obsessed. Right. And it's like if you come up with something that's a weird tortoise or something, they've got to have it. They're just like, I've got to have it. And they spend just hundreds of thousands of dollars to get these things that no one else has. So it is a drug in a way. It's an obsessive compulsive disorder to have these things. And you sort of feel bad because these animals, I mean, they're not, you know what I mean? They're like being trafficked. I mean,
exactly. Especially the one that little 10-mile radius. Like, that's so sad.
Yeah, but they're demon serpents, so I don't feel that bad. Let me ask you this, okay? Obviously there's going to be comparisons to Tiger King because it's the same director, and of course Chimp Crazy because that was on HBO as well. Yeah. Does it have as many crazy twists and turns as Tiger King?
No. I think Joe Exotic and Carol were stronger characters, just to be honest with you, than these reptile smugglers. And I don't know what that is, but you definitely engage more. And also it was the first time you've seen sort of this exotic animal world. So this is the third time in a way we've seen this story. So it's a little bit less than Tiger King, but it is crazy. The visuals alone, when you see these exotic albino, spitting cobras, and it's really interesting to see that stuff because that's the stuff you see at zoos, right? Yeah. And you're just like, these people have it in their house. It's just, the most deadly, they're like, there's no antivenom for that. So you might not want to get bit by that.
Right.
What? So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that you don't recall the guy because, again, he was in Tiger King and Chimp Crazy, I believe, at least Tiger King, and they show him getting arrested here. No, he was in Tiger King Part 2.
Maybe that's why. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so they're continuing that story. And he's one of the biggest. He was a drug kingpin, but also, an animal smuggler, made his money and lives in a mansion in Miami, did time in prison, came out, still has a zoo in a backyard. Apparently, again, money can let people forget about the crimes that you commit, apparently. Fascinating. Yeah. HBO Max is when that and it's out now, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. Makes sense. Monsters of God. Not only because it's a interesting documentary, but like Herb said, the visuals of it, and just if you like exotic reptile, just watching that. I was gonna say porn, but not porn. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or just like it's eye candy.
Yes.
Yeah, you have that along with the narrative. And does it have a conclusion at the end of this documentary?
Well, I think the big conclusion, like I said, is he gets to this guy in Thailand, Anson Wong. He gets to that guy and finally gets the interview because everybody's been pointing fingers at this guy saying, "Oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy." And he's just like, "Look, I'm just doing a business, man. It's not illegal, and it's like not my business what you do." And so that was interesting because a lot of times you don't get to talk to the kingpin. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So,
he's like, "Why you call me a kingpin? I call me a CEO." Like, so where he's doing and where he's doing it, it's not legal for him. It's just illegal for these other countries, right?
Yeah, there's the Endangered Species Act. So he's violating some stuff, but it's
some international law.
Yeah, but it's like not everything he sells is you know what I mean? It's like some things are illegal to be imported here, but they might be legal in other countries. So he's just like, "Look, I'm just taking your money and send it. It's up to you."
Yeah, you want to commit the crime.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
I press send, it's legal for me. I get that.
And there's rumors that guy's tied to the Chinese mafia. So you're kind of like, ooh.
So don't ask too many questions. Yeah. I get it. All right. Yeah. Well, excellent, Herb Stratford. Again, be ready for some more challenge talk next Friday, and then we'll get into movie releases. But that's all the time we have for today. But if you'd like to watch back the podcast broadcast, you can see it on demand on YouTube, youtube.com/BeFegan. While you're there, subscribe to not only our channel, but the Stratford Spotlight. Do it because, he's not going to make his channel good. So we need to help him out. All right. All right. I love you guys. We'll be back Monday morning, bright and early. Till then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.